and welcome to Cat Chat, a Springfield City School District podcast. I'm Chris Wallace.
I'm Isabel Vanderpool.
And I'm Jenna Linusars.
And this is Cat Chat.
Y'all, this is a special one because it's our last episode, our last regular episode of the school year.
Special.
Yeah.
The last regular one. Next month we'll be at the high.
Oh my gosh.
That means we're done.
I know. It flew by. This year has flown by.
It did go really fast.
All on you next show.
Yay! I'm excited.
There we go.
Guys,
You got this.
This year went by very fast.
I know. You're going to be a junior. You're going to be an old lady.
I'm going to be an upperclassman now at my big age, you know? At
You'll
my
have
big age.
You'll also be able to talk when you're old and have kids, if you decide to or whatever. You'll be able to talk about the 2020 26 blizzard.
Oh my God.
Will. I'll be able to say the craziest blizzard ever. Also,
Yeah, you'll be able to talk about that.
Hey, you know
crazy
what,
wind.
You know what else she'll be able to talk about? How she had her license for a month and lost it already.
I lost my license already.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Ms. Vanderpool.
Watch this episode.
She'll
On
be
the
able to
next
tell them
episode.
about that.
We're going to have to get off the camera. When we go on
Yeah.
break, I got to ask you about that.
Guys, I already lost my license card. And it was like the best picture I think I've ever taken a day in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, you misplaced it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
right.
I'm like, what did you do to lose
no,
your
no,
life?
no.
Like, whoa.
It's just
Oh,
somewhere.
no, I can still drive. I lost the card.
You lost your
My
ID. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so last month we made this
I'm
big like
over here,
hoopla
like-
about her getting the license. Well, it's gone.
Yeah. It's gone. I have my paper still.
Somebody
so
around here saying they Izzy.
I don't even know where it's at, honestly.
That's crazy.
I have no clue where it's at. I'm still looking.
That's crazy.
Still looking.
That's fine. The saga continues.
That's crazy.
Well, we have some high five highlights we want to get into, right?
do.
Because we got kind of a little jam-packed show today. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
So, first high five goes to who, Chris?
Oh, shout out to this place right here, the Dome. What an amazing event for their open house they had on the
Yes.
25th of March. It was great, man. Lots of people, and really a lot of people got to see a lot of the resources and the things we have for our youth right now. I hear a lot of people and a lot of adults that were saying there's nothing to do for our youth. We used to have after school things that they can go to. Well, we opened up the Dome. We opened up. It was an open house, and everybody got to see everything that we have to offer. So it really opened up some eyes. Got the separation from Giza, which they're a great lease partner that they do in this building, but they also, the community starting to understand, like, oh, this is a Springfield City school building. A lot of these things that we thought, oh, I want my kid to go to that. I want him to go to the STEM school. I want her to go to the STEM school. Well, they're realizing now that they're already a part of this. This is a resource for their kid that is part of our Springfield City School District already in the elementaries and middle schools, that they can come here and enjoy our resources that we have for them. So I'm really glad that this we do this event for our community.
Absolutely. Well, and everyone got to see this space, which
That's right.
was very exciting too.
Couple kids sat down in the chair. Maybe we might have some future Izzy's. Who knows?
Man,
Who
Chris,
knows?
wouldn't that be? Let's just go ahead and get out of the job, okay?
Yeah, let's just step back
Get out
and be
of
like,
it.
how y'all doing? Y'all got it?
Yeah,
Here we
guys.
go. That's what we're all about. We're working towards it. So high five to the Dome.
Ooh,
Hey.
that was a good
That's
one.
right.
Crispy. Okay.
So, spring sports has started. We've got softball, baseball, track, tennis.
Yeah.
And am I missing any spring sports?
No, that's
No,
everybody.
I think that's all of
Spring's
them.
a small group.
Yes, guys.
Spring sports. Meet me on the diamond.
Yes.
It's going down. Meet me on the track. It's going down.
Yeah.
Wildcat Spring.
Oh.
Wildcat
got-
Spring Sports. Well, I was about to go. Okay.
I wasn't ready for the
Yeah, I was
bridge.
about to kick it. No, all right, we good.
Y'all
Well,
need to come
yay.
support y'all spring sports. Come watch softball. Come watch baseball. And especially softball.
Listen, but if they come watch your softball game, they're going to be like, oh, that's the girl from Cat Chat.
That's
I'm
Izzy
like,
from Cat
Oh my God, it's Izzy.
Yo, my goodness.
You might get distracted.
Wouldn't that be horrible if I
might
they
get
said that and then I
distracted.
struck out?
She don't have
I'd
her
be
nails on.
like,
She's really playing softball. 'Cause
No, I'm supposed to get my nails done tomorrow. Actually,
you can't have
My
them
nails
all.
done.
You can't have them all like clock that. You just gotta have them.
I'm excited.
That's dope.
She got her batter's gloves on. She'll be all right.
Yeah, I gotta cut the Somebody else could come out.
No.
Yes.
Goodbye. All right, spring sports. High five.
We might have to put that on a poll. Should she cut her softball
Yes.
batting gloves
So my nails can-
to compensate for her nails?
Oh,
A yes or no?
What's
Yes.
that villain in Batman who like has the I'm not no back up, erase,
Wolverine?
rewind. I'm thinking of Freddy Krueger.
Whoa, Batman? Freddy Krueger?
So sorry. They overlap.
We
okay.
gonna act like we didn't even hear that. Yo, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
like no.
Okay.
So my vote is no.
Yeah.
All right, my high five is our awesome elementary kids who had their art show at the Springfield Art Museum.
Okay.
Crazy crowded, let me tell you. I loved seeing the families come in and support their kids, and the kids like in their little picture like, hey, that's my artwork. It was so cute. And Mr. Gossett, who's actually going to be on the show later today, I think is going to talk a little more about that too. So it was just really cool.
I love that.
man.
I love that.
High five to the elementary.
Yes. Ooh, we're on a roll, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really on a roll.
I also have the next one, and that's we had like more than 24 kids sign up to be Magnify interns this summer. So, they get placed all around the community, including here at the Dome.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have quite a few kids who said, I want to participate in that and I want to make some money at some cool places this summer.
Oh, that is awesome.
I love that.
Who do we know who's gonna be here?
No, they
yet?
no, they haven't gotten their placements yet.
Oh,
But
not yet. We was gonna give you a shout out, but
man, I know the coveted
know who
place
it
to be is right here.
yeah, the coolest summer spot is the Dome.
Yeah, you're going to have some interns.
Yes.
I'm going to have an intern.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all gonna have interns.
You get an intern.
You get an intern. You get an intern. High five to the Magnified. Ooh, let's go.
We're really
Last one.
So, our Springfield High School talent show, we had, what day was it? I don't remember what day it was.
That's sometime in early March.
Early March. We had so many talented teachers, students come through and show off their talents. Singing, dancing. There was, it was the craziest act. What did I see?
Saw some like sign language. Sign language to songs.
Yes.
That's always cool.
Everybody was very talented. I went and watched, and I had a really good time watching all of that.
Nice. A lot of people.
Yeah. There was a
Love
good amount
that.
of people there. I was like, okay, like, people can sing, people can dance. Look at talented Springfield.
Sometimes you just don't know.
Right.
People have these like hidden talents and they just pull them out, you know?
Yes.
Phil got talent. Don't play with us.
Yes.
Don't play.
Awesome. So high five
with
to
us.
everyone who participated in the talent show.
Yes. We went 5 for 5.
I think we went 5 for 5 there, and that's the way you
Yes.
end the show off right
Yes.
there. That's the way you do it.
All right. Well, let's kind of wrap up here so we can get into the show. Who y'all got on your segments today?
Who you got is?
I have Cam, and I'm going to be interviewing him about his college life, his high school background, and his track.
Cam
Because-
Elliott?
Yes, Cam Elliott.
You talking about the All-American Cam Elliott?
Yes.
One in the
The
same.
track star Cam Elliott?
One and only.
Younger Mr. Elliott, Cam
Oh,
Elliott?
no. See?
Shout out to my big dog. Big dog, Mr. Elliott over there at Roosevelt. Root, root.
Yes, I will be interviewing him. I'm really excited to get to know him and get to hear about what he's got going on.
Girl, you about
Big
to
deal over there.
You about to interview a dog.
Yes, I'm very
That
excited.
boy's a real one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then.
And just a good kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's one thing to
All
succeed
the
in your
way.
area, but, if you can back it up with your personality
All
and
the
your
way.
character,
Yeah,
even better.
that's awesome.
Awesome. Well, I have, I don't know, I think they're like the mini apprentices of
Okay.
Cat Chat. The
Okay.
Park Show
The Park Show.
at Snyder Park. I've got 3 very talented students and their advisor, Mr. Gossett. And they're going to talk about the Park Show because they're in like season 2. Like it's a multi-volume thing
The
here.
Park
Yeah.
Man, we got them growing. We got them coming up. We
know.
about to
We're
step
gonna be
out.
set for
We about
years.
to be stepped. We about to just step
Years.
onto the bag.
Yeah, so I'm really
love it.
excited. Who you got,
love
Chris?
it. Well, I got the community segment, and I have Chad Wilson. He is the executive director for the United Way in Clark, Champaign, and Madison counties.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to talking to him and giving him this platform to explain to our members who he is, what his role, and how everybody else can get involved and help the United Way, which is a great organization for our community as well as Madison and Champaign as well. But we're going to be focusing on Clark County today.
Yay.
And he's new to that role, so
Yes,
I'm sure
yes.
he's got a lot he wants to share.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get into the show, everybody. Cat Chat. Coming right back in a second. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cat Chat. I am so excited today because we are joined by members of the Park Show at Snyder Park. And I will let them kind of explain to you what this is, what they're about, and who is sitting here with me today. So why don't you guys introduce yourself, tell me your name and your grade.
My name's Paige and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Katie Lynn and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Eli and I'm in 6th grade.
My name is Mr. Gossett and I teach art in the building and I'm also the Student Lighthouse Coordinator.
Awesome. All right. So the Park Show, first of all, I was so excited when I watched it for the first time. I had heard about it from somebody actually in this building. They were like, girl, you got to watch the Park Show. And Mr. Gossett sent me a link to it. I loved it. Tell me first, this is, kind of like your morning announcements, like mini news show, right? Tell me how long y'all have been doing this.
This is our 2nd year, and it initially started as an idea at the end of the 23-24 school year between myself and then coach Kelly Radanovich. Shout out to Kelly because she's enjoying her first year of retirement. Well earned. And we wanted to figure out how can we differentiate what we do for announcements compared to the other schools in the district. And it's like, this was before Student Lighthouse was even a thing. We'd have members of our student leadership go down to the office and they'd read the announcements. And that's fine. That's getting kids involved.
Yeah.
But myself, I have a streaming background. And within weeks of being at Snyder Park, this is my 4th year there, we were trying to figure out how we could get more parent involvement with then COVID restrictions. And I had said to Mr. Sledge, well, what if we live stream the events, send out a link to the parents so if they can't show up, they can at least watch like a concert or a Halloween parade over the internet on a closed invite stream only. So I'd done that for 2 years. And I thought, you know what? Take over the announcements and we could turn it into a student-led, mostly daily television thing. So fast forward to the following school year, we're just getting into the leader in me mindset. Student Lighthouse is starting up and I'm helping out with that. I've been involved with student leadership the entire time I've been at Snyder Park. So I was helping the then coordinator out with that. And we're figuring out, all right, I need a news team. So a couple kids volunteered. And then we did a pilot the Thursday before Thanksgiving. And went pretty well. I mean, we didn't have an extra microphone. We were trying to use like little Bluetooth collar mics, which would keep disconnecting. So there's a lot of trial and error for like that first month and a half worth of shows. And eventually we got a microphone that we could plug into my computer. And we settled on a format for scripts. We got things down to pretty tight 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the day. And we went from there. And I had some really good kids that were very patient with me last year while we were learning how to do this, and the majority of them are at Roosevelt right now. And it was a great learning experience. And we fast forward to the beginning of this year because we did auditions at the end of last year, and everybody who's sitting here auditioned in one way or another. And it was decided fairly early on, since I had all that experience with student leadership and I was co-leading Student Lighthouse. It's like, oh, hey, you can go ahead and take over the whole thing. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So we get ready. I get my new Lighthouse team put together. And again, Paige was the only holdover from last year because most of our members last year were 6th graders. So there was the process of getting all the members interviewed, vetted, approved, getting that going. And we have a pretty sizable Student Lighthouse team too. It's about 21 kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they're all amazing. All amazing. And we got ready for the first park show of the year in September. And Katie, I'm trying to remember, was it you and Maddie that was on the show in September? I think it was you and Maddie. Yeah. So Katie has a performance background already. So she's really awesome. And she's got that energy on screen. And Maddie, her best friend, also has a performance background. So I saw them do that first show with very brief rehearsal. And it was like, I'm going to be spoiled this year for great presenters. And it's gotten to the point where people are asking to be on the park show because they see how much fun we're having. And, you know, I throw in a really terrible dad joke at the end. They're terrible on purpose. and I mostly do it for me. And I often, if if Paige and Eli are on, and like Paige is very upfront with her emotions, and like she's expressing things, and she'll like make a face of like if the joke is particularly bad, and I will come on and be like, hey, I write these for me. If you would like a joke, please submit them to me through my email. So I get joke submissions.
Nice.
And I frequently get grilled on whether or not it's a gossip joke or someone else's. I take like suggestions for things to come on screen. It's like they'll do like specialized entrances, like they'll dance into the chairs. Sometimes, like this morning's show specifically, Katie, who was the student director, who was again completely and totally amazing. She picked up on it real quick. So did Eli and so did Paige. But Katie was directing this morning, and she leaned over and asked me, "It's like, hey, Mr. Gossett, we can see the stairs that run parallel to like the janitor's storage area. And it's like, hey, could I come on and go over through the stairs and just pop on when we do our sign off? It's like, absolutely you can. And so Eli, who was doing cue cards, left a Eli-shaped puff of smoke, went around during our exit. And the beautiful thing about doing this is live is that occasionally we'll get like some real comedic gold. So
Absolutely.
Like the joke this morning was about the punchline was a twister. And I was like, well, Mr. Schmidt, who's our social studies ELA teacher for 5th grade, is like, well, you know, somewhere he's going in the building, cow, another cow, and then same cow from the movie. It's like, and he walks onto stage. He's like, hear my name. So I put him on camera and we do the joke again. And it was just.
Oh, yeah. Live TV gives you a lot of opportunity.
It's great. It's like you've got to be quick on your feet and very flexible. And again, I am like between my 6th graders and 5th graders that I have on screen, I am spoiled for talent. They're all really good and they picked up on it very quickly. And again, to the point where people see how much fun we're doing having on the park show for like 5 to 7 minutes, and people want to be on it. And the one criteria I have for that is that you've got to be part of Student Lighthouse. And unfortunately, the Student Lighthouse waiting list at Snyder Park is as long as my arm.
That's fabulous.
And it's we're even thinking about starting a junior lighthouse next year for our littles, so they can get more involved as well. So I think just the lighthouse program itself has just been a huge help. And I mean, I could go on and on and on and keep singing their praises, but I'm tired of hearing myself speak. I speak publicly for a living. I don't need to hear myself speak anymore. I want my talent to be spotlighted.
Well, we'll turn it over to y'all, okay? And tell me, like, what is your role on the park show, or do you have multiple roles?
We have multiple.
Okay, so like, what? Describe them for me. Like, what are all of the different jobs that you can do?
You can be on screen.
Mm-hmm.
You can direct it and do cue cards.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we've got like all those different things happening. What is your favorite role to do?
On screen.
On screen?
On screen.
On screen. Everybody loves on screen, right? Do you all get nervous?
Not really anymore.
Not anymore? Were you at first? A little bit? Yeah. Tell me about like, okay, I walk into your space at Snyder Park. What am I going to see? What's it look like?
There's like 2 rolly chairs and they're black with the table, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it's like covered in a wrap.
Okay.
It makes it look black and white.
White, yeah.
It's like a marbled.
Okay. And then you guys have your mic, right?
Then we have a
Yeah.
microphone clipped onto the
End of the
table.
Mm-hmm. Looks very official.
end.
And then we have our flat screen.
Okay. And what's on the flat screen?
Cue cards.
Okay. So do you all write what's on the cue cards?
I primarily take care of the scripts
Okay.
myself, you know, because the format really is just plug in what's going on specifically today, and then we leave some room for some ad-libbing.
Mm-hmm. You guys seem to have a lot of fun. Yeah. Why did you want to do this?
It seemed like a new opportunity for me and try something new.
Okay, I love that.
Yes, and with me.
Now, Mr. Gossett said you have a performance background. What are you performing in? Are you a dancer? What?
I'm a dancer
Okay. So this was kind of natural for you. Paige, what about you? Why did you want to get on the park show?
Because it looked fun, and just looked fun.
Yeah. No, I love that.
And I like to say that the park show has been really beneficial for Paige because, sometimes she's like very shy with her interactions, but when she gets into performing mode, she is phenomenal. And like I said, the kiddos this year picked up on it really quick. Mm-hmm. And like Paige has really come out of her shell when she's on the park show, to the point where I get compliments for all of the cast members. A couple people have stopped me. It's like, hey, Paige is doing a great job. We're very proud of her. We weren't expecting her to be on the park show, and there she is, blowing our minds.
Oh, I love that. I mean, it's so much growth, right? You probably have felt yourself grow or change since you've been on the park show. What do you feel like your favorite episode has been, and why?
Yesterday's show was pretty good.
So we were talking about it before, we got started here. We were talking about an ASMR show that they did at the park show. So I'll let you guys explain a little more.
It's like where people, like, sometimes they talk or don't, but like they have a bunch of stuff and make noises with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what did y'all do for your show?
we had paper to like crumble up and make noises with. We had face paint.
That big spider from Halloween.
Yeah,
Fortunately, the battery was dead. Otherwise, it was going to be making its noise.
So you guys do that often, right? You kind of
actually, I think this was our first theme show because we were
gosh.
because we were planning on this week before spring break. We just wanted to do something different, just to relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so we were brainstorming ideas prior to a show. I don't know, about 2 months ago, like in January. And I forget who said, somebody said, let's do an ASMR show. And I'm like, awesome. All right. Because I had floated the idea that at some point after testing, we're going to do a puppet theme show. Mm-hmm. And before the end of the year, we're also going to do live from classroom shows, just to get us off the stage a little bit and kind of get us back into the building. Because before we got our set, we were in the library and we were standing in front of the IFP, and we'd have random pictures on the back. Sometimes the kids would pick some of the weirdest, toothiest pictures that I've ever seen in my life, or some Shrek memes. And and again, it's just another thing about being silly and spur of the moment, and it's live television. And one of the other opportunities I wanted to give the kids is just something different, live television production. I mean, yeah, we do 5 to 7 minutes of a show, but we're prepping for it, rehearsing 10, 20 minutes beforehand. Mm-hmm. We're talking about other things that we can do weeks and months in advance. And the park show's really come into its own this year. And again, amazing children that I'm, again, going to be very, very sad to see go, but glad that they've got that experience.
Well, and I wanted to ask you guys too, Mr. Gossett just kind of mentioned it, but how do you get ready for a show? Explain to me what that process is like.
Oh, we rehearse 10 minutes earlier before it starts. Uh-huh. We rehearse maybe 3 times before we go on.
Okay, so you're prepared. What about Mr. Gossett was talking about brainstorming ideas. How often do y'all get together before a show and just kind of talk about how this is going to go?
Probably some lighthouse meetings.
Okay. And how often are those?
Every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have lots of time to talk about stuff.
Yeah. That's so, great. We do the show 4 days a week. And then when we have our student lighthouse meeting during our Leader and Me time every Thursday, our school secretary and our building nurse, they do their own radio show. And you can see we've got a lovely canvas print of the Bam Bam or the Pam Pam and Bam Bam show. So that's Miss Patrice, our building secretary, and Nurse Pam, our nurse. And they follow a similar format to what we do, but theirs is a little more
there's more jokes.
There's more jokes, and they do similar dad jokes. And so while we're doing Student Lighthouse, I'm thinking, oh, I can't use that one anymore. Can't do that one anymore. And the kids are like, Gossett, why?
So Pam Pam and Bam Bam was like a little bit of a spinoff from what y'all were doing, right? So you were doing your thing, and then Nurse Pam and Miss Patrice were like, hey, we want to get in on the fun, right?
Yeah, and also to have just announcements continuous throughout the week. Otherwise, Thursdays, there's just a big blank spot in the auditory schedule. So Miss Patrice, excuse me, she had been doing the announcements prior to the park show starting up. So the other reason why that we're doing the park show is just like, she's already got a lot to do in the building.
Yeah.
In the morning, especially. She's got deadlines to hit for certain things, and stopping and doing the announcements. And while amazing as she is and like great at multitasking, I tried to take some of that off of her shoulders too.
Mm-hmm.
And then she saw how much fun we were having on the park show, and they had to get back in on the action.
Naturally. So what do you guys feel like, because you're moving on to middle school, what do you feel like this has given you, like we talked about changing and growing and those things? How do y'all feel like you have changed or grown by doing this all year? And Paige, you last year too.
I've got less shy around people.
Yeah.
I spoke louder.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's huge. Yeah. Paige, what about you?
Not really like shy no more.
Yeah. It takes a lot, right? To like sit down and and be on TV or be on camera, right? Especially like you guys, like I said, are doing it live, right? That's a lot of pressure. So for you guys to be able to go in your school or other places and, not be afraid or not be nervous, that's big. And you guys are only in 6th grade.
And they've definitely grown as public speakers. Mm-hmm. Like by far and away, like exceeded any of my expectations. I feel like any one of the kiddos that are on the park show 5th or 6th grade would make like excellent public speakers in any regard, because they put the effort into it. And again, I can't sing their praises enough, because there's not enough time in the day. I'm a ridiculously proud art teacher / student lifestyle coordinator / whatever other jobs I have in the building.
Well, and, before we got started, we were mentioning like the Roosevelt kids now, who were on the park show. So we had a group of Roosevelt kids here at the Dome visiting us, and they were like, we want to get this started at Roosevelt because we were on the park show as students. And to me, like, that's so awesome that, this wasn't an isolated experience, that they want to keep going with it. Phenomenal. Where do you want to see this go?
Well, I know in years prior that the elementary schools had done televised announcements. We still have leftovers from that with those very, very giant CRTs that are sitting in almost every classroom, because those were the announcements were done. It's like at Snyder Park, before we were all Wildcats, before the initiative, we were the Buckeyes. So it was the Buckeye show that was on the TV. And that it's been years and years and years since that happened. And since then, streaming has become more stable, and we're able to, do things with very little delay, video and audio wise. And I'm hoping that because this is going to be a huge announcement. I mean, I've told the other kids, but my 5th graders are going to be doing a show live from May's DLT. So I'm hoping district leadership sees that and sees how the format is very beneficial for not only creating student leaders, but also, just getting information out there. And it's a very simple format that can be copied to other schools in the district. So I'm hoping that it moves beyond Snyder Park.
I love that. And honestly, that is a great way for us to kind of wrap up. Is there anything else that y'all want to share before we kind of sign off? No more thoughts? Okay, perfect. Well, here's how we're going to end this segment today. No need for me to end it when I am surrounded by 3 pros. So I need you guys, I'll count you 1, 2, 3, and I need you to look at this middle camera and say, thanks for watching Cat Chat in your best park show news voice. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's prepare ourselves. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks for watching Cat Chat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cat Chat. I'm here with
Cameron Elliott.
And today we're going to be talking about his high school experience and what he's doing right now in his life. So, can you first tell me about how your high school experience was?
My high school experience was pretty good. I would say during then it was pretty good. Looking back on it now that I'm through my 4 years of college and doing graduate school now, it was a big growth experience, I would say. Like, I've changed a lot from my freshman year to my senior year of high school, and I'm grateful for like all the friends that I made and the experiences that I made there as well. And so looking back on it now, I really have changed a lot from it, and I'm really grateful for the high school experience that I had. And I think it's really made me the person that I am today.
If you could, I feel like I always have to ask people this when I'm asking them about what they did in high school. If you could go back, would you go back to high school?
Probably not.
Okay.
Just because I feel like I have a lot of friends from high school still, but I feel like a lot of the friends that I will get to call my lifelong friends I made in college, there's still like a few here and there that I talk to that I would call lifelong friends from high school. But once everyone graduates from high school, like, I think you're kind of lucky to have like 5 or 6 friends that you still talk to a lot and that you stay connected with. But then I feel like once you go to college, if you go to college, like, that's kind of, I would say what I tell everyone is like the best 4 years of my life. And I'm grateful for choosing Wittenberg wherever you go. Like, that's the best 4 years that you probably will have.
So I feel like a lot of people think like high school is a super negative experience. I'll have like some people that say it's really positive, some people that say it's really negative. But I feel like a lot of people don't take the 4 years as like it's gonna go super fast.
It does.
But I'm only through my sophomore year now. I'm just now getting there, and it has gone so fast. Like, I feel like I just was in elementary school yesterday. Like, it's going so fast. So, what was your favorite memory from high school?
My favorite memory from high school, I would say, is because I played soccer and did track in high school, and we won, I think it was the first playoff game since North and South combined, or maybe it was, I think, Springfield history. For soccer, we won the first playoff game, and that was like, I think we had like the most fans in the stands for that game out of like my 4 years there. And we won on like a last minute goal. I just remember like bawling after that game and just being so happy and like being a part of that kind of history and being a part of like, I would consider like one of the best teams that Springfield soccer has had.
That's really cool. I think sports, when it comes to school, is like what brings people together the most.
Yeah.
Because you create so many friends. Like, for example, like at my table for lunch, I sit with everybody I play sports with. Like, you gain so many friends from just sports and like different clubs, but I just feel like specifically sports, it's like a different type of relationship, you know? So you said you played soccer too?
Yeah, I did soccer and track.
So did you do soccer, you've done soccer your whole life, or was it just a high school thing?
Soccer my whole life. And then once I went to middle school, that's when I started track.
Oh, okay.
So I've always been kind of like a soccer guy until like, I would say the past 2 years, I've definitely favored track more just because I've had a better experience with track in my recent years, and I've kind of come to realization that I'm maybe a little bit better at track than I am at soccer.
Okay.
But that's because I've always played soccer with like my childhood friends, and like you said, like in high school you really bond with the people that you play sports with. And so I've always like enjoyed that aspect of it. I mean, in the most humble way possible, I've been a good soccer player, but I think I've always enjoyed that bond that I've had with those guys.
Yes. So also, being a multi-sport athlete, for the high schoolers watching or the middle schoolers watching, can you just give like a perspective or advice? Is it hard to balance being a multi-sport athlete with balancing school? And how did you balance it out with playing 2 sports and school at the same time?
I don't think it's hard as long as you are just communicating with like the people that are kind of guiding you. So like your coaches and your teachers and your parents. a lot of people know who my dad is, Tim Elliott, Mr. Elliott. He's one of the principals at Roosevelt. And so he was always like there to help and on me about like school before anything, especially sports. So I've always kind of had that mindset of getting schoolwork done before doing any kind of sports, especially in the spring, because I played club soccer as well, because high school soccer's in the fall. So I'd go from track practice to club soccer practice, and then I'd have work to do. So it's really just about learning time management and leaning on those, like I said, people that are guiding you. Like I lean on my parents. I would talk to my coaches like, hey, maybe I need to start track practice earlier and leave earlier so that I have time to do work between then and my soccer practice, or I might have to miss a soccer practice. So I'd have to talk to my coaches and make sure that my parents know, because like I said, school before sports.
So definitely just about time management and figuring out how to balance out school and sports at the same time, because I feel like a lot of kids like put sports first and then your grades slip and then you're like, well, no, I can't even play sports. Yeah. So you said you go to Wittenberg.
Yes.
How's that going?
It's great.
You like it?
It's great, yes.
I like that. I have been specifically looking at colleges, and a bunch of people keep telling me to go to Wittenberg. So what would you say the best part about Wittenberg is? Because I need to know about the colleges.
I would say it's the community. So I went to Capital my freshman year.
Okay.
And I just did soccer there. And because, like you said, I was the same way. A lot of people are like, oh, you should just go to Wittenberg. Like, Wittenberg's a good school. But you grow up around Springfield your whole life, and you're like, I kind of want to branch out. I want to go somewhere else. I kind of want to step out my comfort zone. And so I went to Capital just to do soccer. I didn't have a good experience there with the coaches. I didn't really have a good time making friends. The academics weren't that great there, so I came back home. I went to Wittenberg, and it was just like a complete change of scenery. And you kind of see the difference between like campus life and the people around you, and like being close to home. You kind of have like a better support system, because it's hard when, you're away from your parents and friends that you have, and you don't see them as often, and like you're just getting texts from them and calls from them like, hey, I hope you're doing good, blah, blah, blah. Or like you occasionally call them. It's different from like, I live at home because I save money, and like I'll have, I don't know, a track meet, and I have a bunch of friends there and family there, and I get to see them and talk to them and actually like interact with them. And it makes the experience easier knowing that you have that support system so close. So Wittenberg, I feel like, at least for my sake, because it is home, it's the community there. And like I said, I've made a bunch of lifelong friends there that I don't think I will, like, not ghost, but like we won't go down different paths and not talk to each other.
Yeah. So the home life and the community life and everybody staying together is important.
Yeah.
And being away from home, because I feel like I get homesick so easy.
That's how I was.
Like, I'm sorry, just to sidetrack a little bit. When I went to DC my 8th grade year, I remember calling my mom the first night, and I was like, Mom, I cannot do this. I need you to come get me.
Right.
Mind you, I'm all the way in Washington, D.C. Like, she just can't just
Right.
come get me.
No.
But it is very hard for me to be away from everybody I'm used to. Which, like, I've always been a super independent person my whole life. But
Right.
it's hard. It's hard to be away from
hard.
what I'm used to. So I completely get feeling the separation
Right.
from your family.
And even people that that I've made friends with, or that like even that I've just known in that time at Wittenberg, like they even call that place their home.
Right.
And people that that have graduated in the past are like, I'm always gonna miss this place and stuff like that. So I feel like Wittenberg just leaves such an impact on people.
Yeah.
And even this year, like we have like a homecoming weekend and stuff like that, and so many alumni come back. So it's just that community is like the kind of experience that I feel like people should get.
Yes, I love that. That is definitely something that I feel like everybody, at least thinking about going to Wittenberg, should hear out, because very good with the community, super close-knit group, and that's definitely going to be in my head now that I know that Wittenberg is a good choice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what are you majoring in college?
I'm currently a grad student at Wittenberg, so I'm doing the sports administration program at Wittenberg.
Okay, what's that about? Like, can you tell me a little bit about that?
It's just about like the different aspects in a sports organization. So like you have like the data area, you have people that like manage the different schedules and just everything that comes with putting together a sports team. And so I'm just kind of like, I graduated with my bachelor's in psychology for my first 4 years of Wittenberg. Well, 3 years. I went to Capital 1 year. And I always knew I wanted to go in that sports psychology route. So that's why I'm taking this to kind of learn more about the sports side, since I already got most of the psychology side.
Okay, so I have to ask, because I am super into psychology, and everybody's told me, like, once I graduate high school, I need to go into psychology and start studying it. Like, next year at Clark State, I'm going to take a psychology class. So you say you're studying sports and psychology. Would that be, like, a good route for me to go down, specifically because I like sports and I'm super into psychology?
I think it is. I'm the same way. I really was interested in psychology, and I want to stick around sports as much as I can. And for me, I've had experiences with dealing with mental health a little bit because I've always been around sports. And in high school, like with being a multi-sport athlete, I would kind of just push myself to that limit to where your mental health gets neglected a little bit, or you don't think about it as much. And so I want to make sure people don't go through that experience. So that's why I kind of want to go down that route. So if you do want to go down that route, I definitely think you should do obviously classes in the psychology area and kind of like the sports management, sports administration area that'll help you learn those both sides. And when piecing it together, you'll really kind of understand it.
And I feel like that's so super important because people do not talk about athletes' mental health enough. Like, I cannot stress how, like, put to the side athletes' mental health is. Like, you know, it's okay, just push through, like, another game, another practice. Like, no, it matters. And then, like, you'll fall into these slumps that you just feel like you cannot get out of. So, like, I just want to say that is super important. What you're doing is super duper impressive and needed because it's not talked about enough.
It's not.
At all. So, also, I know that you are a super big track athlete. So can you please tell me about that? Because I'm dying to know about everything you've done in track.
So recently I ran at the D3 Indoor Nationals meet. I placed third in the nation at that meet, which is the second highest finish in Wittenberg for the men's side. For the track and field, the second highest finish nationally, behind, I think it's Skip Ivory. I think he placed second or he won the hurdles back in his day. And now we're just getting ready for the outdoor season. I've broken about like 7 records at Wittenberg. For the relay and some individual records. And just taking in this whole experience because this is my last year of collegiate sports.
That is really, hold on, pause. We've got to everybody's got to take a minute to sit here and think, like, over 7 records he's broken, placed, what did you say, second or third? Third?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Like, seriously, that's really impressive.
Thank you.
I always watch track meets and I'm like, y'all are like crazy impressive. Like, there's so much like technique that goes into it. And I feel like everybody's like, anybody can do track, like it's just running. And I'm like, wait, because you can go do that? Like, first of all, that's really impressive. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So the track program at Wittenberg, y'all have like, pause. Do you run, this is what I was trying to ask. Do you run like the 400, the 100, the 800? Like, what
I run the 400. That's like my main event.
Okay.
But I do run the 200. I'll run like the 4x1. Obviously, I do the 4x4 relay. And sometimes I'll run like the 100 every now and then. But it's mainly just the 400. That's what I placed in nationally.
Okay. And how many days, I just have to know, how many days do you guys practice? Like, how much practice goes into it? We
practice technically 5 days a week. So like on Mondays will be our speed days. So that's where we focus on just like we'll do like block work. We'll do shorter distances at higher effort, so like just about all out effort. And then Tuesdays, depending on like what group you're in, so we have like a short sprinter group and we have a long sprinter group, which is the group I'm in. And we'll work on like speed endurance, so that's being able to hold your top speed for a longer amount of time and just conditioning that so that when you get in a meet, you're able to push a little bit further. And then Wednesdays we do active recovery, so that's just like on your own. It's kind of your down day. You just go in, you can hop in the ice bath, you can hop in like the hot bath, roll out, stretch. It's just to make sure your body's right so that you're not pushing it too much, because we do run every weekend. Sometimes we run on Fridays, so that kind of shortens the week.
Right.
So it's just making sure that you're recovered, you're feeling good, your body's ready for the weekend where you're trying to run as best as you possibly can. And then Thursday, we'll do like some tempo work, which is just like working on your conditioning. So we'll do, like for my sake, we'll do like 200s at a little bit of a slower pace so that you know, you're breathing heavy, your body, you're not getting any kind of like lactic or soreness in your legs, but they are feeling a little bit heavy. And then Friday, we'll just do like some tune-ups before the meet. Just, you know, you might come in and you just warm up depending on how your body feels, or you might come in and do some blocks. If you're in a relay, you'll do some handoffs. And then usually Saturday is the meet, and you know, you run. Sunday you get off, and then we start it all over again.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good that there's those relaxed days in between, so your body can recover, because you really gotta give your body some time.
You
like, especially after how fast y'all are running,
Right.
how like that's crazy. I know I would be like in my bed sleeping, recovering, because I hate running. I can't run. Like, I'm telling you, like I'm fast, but I don't want to run for a long time. So that's very impressive.
Thank you.
So I have to ask, what advice, since you have gone through college now, what advice would you give the graduating students going into college?
Graduating from high school into college. Just do it for yourself. Like, wherever you're choosing to go, choose for yourself. Don't choose for anyone else. And during your 4 years of college, just have fun. Obviously, like, don't do anything crazy or anything that gets you in trouble, but just have fun, because just like high school, I feel like college went faster than high school because you have more time on your hands to do what you want. You build a stronger bond with the friends that you make, because, you know, you're living in the same dorm, or you are around each other much more often than your friends in high school. So just taking the experience, soak up the experience, and have fun. If you're doing sports, trust the process. Like, there's going to be ups and downs with obviously everything that you do, but especially sports. Like, nothing's going to be perfect.
Right.
If things were perfect, then everyone would be great, but not everyone's great. So just trust the process, have fun, do it for yourself.
I love that. I love that so much. Thank you so much for talking to me about track, college, high school, and giving the high school students advice, because I know it will help.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And also, congratulations for the big accomplishments, the record breaking. It's all super impressive, and everybody needs to give them a round of applause. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today, and we will be right back on Cat Chat.
Hello and welcome back to Cat Chat. I'm Chris Wallace, and this is our community segment. And today I have with me a dear friend of mine. I've known him before this big time role he's in, an important role for our county and a couple of surrounding counties. I want to introduce to you a friend of mine, Chad Wilson. He is the Chief Executive Director for Champaign, Madison, and Clark County. And I'm definitely going to I want to focus a little bit on Clark County, but welcome, Chad, and welcome to Cat Chat.
Thank you. It's good to be here. This is an amazing studio.
Yes.
What you guys have done in this building over the last couple of years is really exciting. All the signage looks great. It's a very inspiring place.
Yes, our district has done, I think, a great job of making everything Wildcat family. Like, we've had so many different mascots and colors over the years now.
Yeah, I was just at the fundraiser for the athletic department.
Yes, that was awesome.
At the State Theater. That was great. Great event.
So let's get right to it, man. Tell us a little bit about you, man, and how you started here, and then we'll roll into what United Way is.
So I grew up here in Springfield, graduated from Kittenridge High School, and after high school, went to the National Guard and worked in law enforcement for the state of Ohio for a while. And at the age of 25, decided to make a whole life change.
Make the switch up.
Yes. And so I went back to school. We didn't have children yet. My wife and I moved to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and just outside of Nashville. And I studied audio production and thank God I minored in video production.
Yeah, I noticed you was running off the names of the equipment when you came in here.
Yes, I love this stuff. I love this stuff. So I, over the last about 20 years, I've worked in production and various different levels. A lot over the last 10 years, I've been involved in fundraising for different organizations through video storytelling.
Got you.
Worked a lot with Habitat for Humanity, the Dayton Foundation, the Chamber of Commerce here in Springfield, just telling stories and connecting people to impact.
Awesome. So let's talk about it. You got Champaign County, you got Madison County, and you got Clark County, right?
Yes.
So how do you define your role in strengthening these communities, specifically Clark? We could just talk about Clark's, strengthening this community, and what does success look like for you right now? You're fresh in, trying to get your feet underneath you.
Yeah, I'm brand new.
Yeah, so
wet behind the ears.
Yeah, it's okay, but what does it look like?
So I tell people, because a lot of people maybe don't know what the United Way does.
That's right.
You know, you used to see us on the NFL commercials. Yeah. And they were always doing a great job showing impact. Right. But I tell people what the United Way is we're an umbrella agency. And so we're not a direct service provider. So we don't do direct services for the communities. But what we do is we raise money, we raise volunteership, we raise resources for the organizations, the nonprofits in the community that are making the most impact. And so our role is to tell their stories, to champion them, to vet them, to make sure that when people donate to the United Way, they know that their dollar is going to the right place, to organizations who are accountable, that are doing their reporting right, and that are making the most impact. So ultimately, what success looks like is two things for me. One, I want to make the United Way a household name again.
Gotcha.
We don't have the NFL behind us right now, but that's okay because we're making an impact in these communities that is really transformative. So we partner with over 40 agencies in all 3 counties. Most of those are in Clark County right now, and we support all kinds of initiatives that these direct service providers do. So I want to raise the level of volunteership, and particularly, we can talk about that in a little bit, but I have some goals I want to share with you at the end.
Awesome. Yeah, well, you talked about impacting, right? And I know even before you, the organization, United Way, themselves, they have been around in our community and been doing a lot of things. Can you speak on a little bit as far as how the United Way may partner with school districts? This is a school district podcast. So, for instance, like the Springfield City School District, to support students and families. And where do you see the greatest opportunity for impact moving forward?
Absolutely. So, a couple years ago, our board kind of gives us a fence to play in. They help us define what our mission is locally. And they wisely decided that early childhood education and early childhood readiness was one of the best indicators of a healthy community. So we started a program called Thrive in 5.
Okay.
And so our Thrive in 5 focus is we are looking for partners to fund that are making a difference in that space. And so over the last few years, we've partnered with the city schools. We've done the kiddie camps, kindergarten readiness boot camps. We've been able to help fund those. We've helped with the career ed, because it's not just early childhood
Career
education.
Connected.
Yes,
right
Career
here.
Connected.
That's the dome. That's the dome. That's what we are here.
We also partnered with Youth Science for every school in the county.
That's huge.
So it's not just early childhood education, although we are focusing on Thrive in 5. It's kind of cradle to career. So anything we can do to help our community thrive and young people thrive in those spaces, we want to get behind. And but before I forget, I brought you guys some tchotchkes here. So these are our new pins, United Way pins. So please give that to the team here.
Awesome.
I got a whole bunch for you.
Okay.
And so I'd love to see you wearing those around.
Absolutely. I'll put one on when I throw my suit on and go to some public events.
Yes. So the youth science is one that I had mentioned as well. My boys have gone through that as well, and it's a great opportunity for us to connect young people with their gift sets, so we can help guiding them in the right career path. Yes. And what you do here at Career Connect Ed at the Dome, I was at the ribbon cutting ceremony for that years ago with live from Springfield, USA. John Legend came in and played for the kids, and best performance I've ever seen in my life.
That's
best
awesome.
performance I've ever seen in my life. So it's an amazing program here. I've helped with some of the kids that do the recording and video over the years, but we want to continue to help fund these initiatives that are making an impact for our young people.
That is awesome. And you spoke about youth science and how impactful that is in a variety of different areas. But just for local community and local organizations and leadership members, people part of a leadership that are listening of these organizations and community, what are some of the practical ways that they can connect with the United Way and to access resources, build partnerships, and better serve Clark County residents? Like, how can they connect with you? And also to build on that, what are some of the ways that you're already connecting? Because I know you're in some good things for some very important, very important issues that are going on in our community outside school district, but very important issues.
Absolutely. So one of the roles of the United Way is not just to raise these resources and funds and volunteership. We also want to lead community conversations, cross-sector community conversations that help organizations with continuum of care, with big issues. So about a year ago, my predecessor I worked with the county to get a community development block grant that we are kind of hoping to reset the conversation around homelessness in our community in Clark County here. So we have partnered with a company out of Columbus called Elliott. We have brought community leaders to the table. As I leave this meeting, I'm getting ready to send out my emails for our steering committee invites. Awesome. We're putting a cross-sector steering committee together that is people from the city, the commissioners, people from the city employment, people from the county commissioners, nonprofit sector, faith-based communities. Here's the good one. People with lived experience. So we're going to have people on our steering committee with lived experience with being unhoused in our community, and the goal is not just to make a plan to sit on the in a binder somewhere. The goal is to build a cross-sector collaboration and coalition that goes forward with real decision making. And what I'm most encouraged about is the county, the city, the nonprofit sector. We all want the same thing. We want people that are dealing with the inability to cover their cost for homes, the people that are facing homelessness for maybe the first time in their life, people that have faced it for a long time. We want them to have a continuum of care across the county and a strategic plan that allows us to help these communities, our community, really minimize homelessness going forward. So I'm very excited about that. It's a chance to hit reset on the conversation. We have buy-in from everybody we've reached out to. So it's a great time to get together and see what we can do as a community.
That's awesome. Could you tell our listeners if they want to donate, if they want to be a part of something, if they're looking for resources, how can they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. So we are donor led. We're an organization that relies on donors giving to us so we can help these direct service providers, so we can help these conversations in the community. You can check out our website. Okay. It is uwccmd.org. You can go right to our website and there's a give button on there. You can also see all the impact that we're making in the community. You can read up on current events that we're doing. Another way to get involved as well is have you ever heard of Dolly Parton Imagination Library?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a nationwide organization that gives free books to children from birth to 5 years old.
Wow.
So you can sign up for that on our website as well. And we have to fund those books, though. We get some state money. The Miss DeWine brought the program to Ohio. We just celebrated 10 years of impact in Clark County.
Awesome.
We've given over 300, I think almost 350,000 books away in the last 10 years. And they're all the classics, like The Little Engine That Could. My children took part in it, and they love going to the mailbox and getting their book every month, And so it's a great program. There's some really great initiatives behind that. And so that's another way to get involved. Most excited about one thing, and this is what I wanted to tell you. We're bringing back Service Day.
Okay.
So over the last few years, it's kind of waned a little bit. We've had some transition. We went through COVID. We went through, all the things that happened in our community over the last few years. And, we have a small staff, and we were triaging a lot of those things. But my goal is to bring it back and to allow high schools to get involved in serving the community. So what that means is high school students can get volunteer hours, which they're required to get anyway, serving the local nonprofits in our community. And that can be anything from landscaping. We're going to be making a lot of media about it this summer.
Okay.
We're going to kick it off around September 11th, September 10th, in that time frame. My boys have taken part in it through their high school, and they come home changed every time.
That's awesome.
So again, by making United Way a household name, I want every high school kid in the 3-county area to have a touch point with the United Way and what it means to serve in their community. Because when you serve somebody, you're changed forever.
That's right. Well, Chad, without a doubt in my mind, the United Way is in great hands.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
I'm looking forward for you to do great things, continue to build United Way to what it is, and inspired with the goals and vision that you have for it carrying forward.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you part of our community. I'm glad to have you back in and committed to making this a better place. So thank you very much.
I'm so excited. I just want to congratulate you on this podcast and everything that you're doing at the city schools. You guys are rocking. It's a great time to be in this community because we can see the future.
That's right.
And by building into these young people like you do through coaching, mentoring, this podcast, all the things you do behind the scenes that nobody gets to see, you're making a huge difference. So I thank you as well.
Appreciate it. We can do it together.
All
Takes
right.
a team to make the dream.
That's the only way to do it.
That's right.
Together.
Hey, so that's all we have for today in our community segment, and we'll be right back on Cat Chat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the ending of Cat Chat. Guys, last regular episode of the school year.
Yep, we did it.
Awesome.
We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
I feel like we should just bow out gracefully so the Park Show kids can take over. I don't know about you. They're ready. They could do it right now.
And here poised, very poised.
Between them, Hayward.
Yeah. We good. We got middle school and elementary coming up right behind them. We got senior class, junior class, sophomore class, freshman class.
Align ourselves for success.
Yeah, we got a squad. We are building a program of Cat Chat hosts. I love it.
Literally. They did so good. And I love watching their show. The first time I saw it, I was like, this is amazing. Like these kids are so seasoned, so confident. So I loved getting to take a few minutes to talk with them more about why they even like doing this.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool.
Super impressive. And might I just say,
Go
I
say it.
felt honored to be in the presence of somebody that placed third in the nation. Hello?
Right.
And he broke like over 7 records.
Yeah.
Like super impressive.
Do you feel like you got faster just by sitting next to him?
Yeah.
So like when we see you on the softball diamond, you'll be...
I'm going to be like,
She said,
my speed is going up. I'm serious.
just don't run like she just told you to run.
It's all about the arms. It's all about the arms.
Oh, man.
The arms give you speed.
Yes,
Yeah.
super good person though.
Yeah.
Like just to get to know. I think he gave really good advice because I wanted advice about what to do after graduation, and I think he did a really good job of explaining like what it should look like and just have fun. Literally, like just take the process. And also, he is studying in sports and psychology.
Yeah, I thought that was super interesting.
That coming from like being an athlete, that is really big because people don't really look at athletes' mental health enough.
Correct.
And I think that's a big thank you because it's really important. So, really, really fun.
Interested to see where he ends up.
Yes, 100%. Very cool.
And you got like, this has to be like just a few of the first interviews that Chad has done in his new role.
Absolutely. I know Chad very well. I met him in his prior roles and he's done this before.
Yes.
So this was a very comfortable area for him, and just learning who he is with his Army background with his father, and joining the National Guard early on in his career, and where he is now, and his passion for Springfield and our county as a whole. And I think it was very informational about, letting people, if you're watching, you know how you may be able to receive some funding from the United Way, or you may be able to help. And it's not just about, hey, what can you give us, but how can you help the United Way? So very informational, and I know he's going to do great things for the United Way here in the 3 counties that he represents as the executive director.
Awesome. Well, I think I still have spring break on the brain because I totally forgot about this month's poll, y'all.
Woo!
Just
bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
And I ask about spring break because that is this month's poll for April. Did you stay somewhere or did you go? Did you have a vacation or did you have a staycation?
Did you
for
have
spring
a
break?
Vacation or stay? I done had a lot of staycations just by being too busy.
Well, and it's just been freezing.
Yeah.
I love that this is a time where everyone could just go get away for a few days if you want to do that, or have a little staycation. Ain't nothing wrong with a staycation either.
I'm out.
Yep.
I'm going to holler at y'all. All of y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all when I get back.
Send us
gone.
a postcard, would you?
Vacation is happening.
Send us a postcard.
Send you a postcard? Nope. I ain't sending nobody nothing.
All right.
I'm off the grid. I'll
Message
holler
received.
at y'all. You can ask me when you see me when we come back to work.
Well, y'all tell us whether you had a vacation or staycation for spring break. You can vote at scsdoh.org/podcast poll. And don't forget about those high five items either, because we got lots of stuff to give away.
And you got to go back and look. We ain't telling you all that again. Go back
Send
and
all
check it
those high fives to podcast@scsdoh.org and you get a cat swag pack.
Woo!
And next month is our big senior episode.
Yay! The senior episode's so much fun.
Yes.
It's definitely going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Always bittersweet. This is our last one. We don't get to sit on the couch.
No.
No more.
No, we bow out now, but next month the kids take over. They get to interview the seniors about where in the world life's about to take them. So always a good one. Excited to see it.
That's right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cat Chat. I'm Chris Wallace.
I'm Isabel Vanderpool.
And I'm Jenna Linusars.
And this is Cat Chat, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.